What do we got? Pack 1. Doomscar Warrior. Pretty good. 4/3, backup 1, trample. It's solid. I like it a lot. Our uncommons. I like this 2-drop a lot. The Sunblessed Guardian. Wingspan. I don't see myself playing it too much. This is more of a sideboard card. Change the equation. Agar's fine. And the Invasion is okay too. Preening Champion is also pretty solid for a common, but I think Doomscar is the best card in this pack. City on Fire. That is not as hard to cast as it looks because of the Convoke. Collective Nightmare is the smart choice. City on Fire is the fun choice, and Fire Song and Sun Speaker is not worth even anything. Street Rise is alright since we're looking at maybe green. Again, that would be the correct choice, but I think City on Fire is the more fun. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. If you're going Knights, the Lancers is pretty great. Usually Knights is blue-white. Tagline is okay. Rona's in here. The Sentinel is okay. For a common, the Token Maker's pretty alright. We also have the Green Cycler as well. Something to look at. And then the Agent's pretty great too as a 2-drop. I think I'm going to take Tagline here. Rager's pretty great. I know we're like already kind of looking at green a little bit, but it's still early in the pack. So I think I'm going to grab it and see where it goes. We also did get City on Fire, so Tandem Takedown. That, I think, doesn't quite solidify that we're in green. But it definitely helps push us more into green than any other color. Rada's okay. If we're going to be going into Gruul. Wildwood is also in here. I think Gigi wants to come say hi. Gigi really wanted attention, so you're going to get some purrs in the middle of this. Realmbreaker's Grasp going that kind of late. Pick 7 is a little interesting to see, actually. I think that means we grab it. I think we're pretty set on ideally going green, but that going kind of late, I mean, that's just a pacifism, right? Okay, pack 2. We have Simone and Dina. All right, if you're in Sultai, which we are not, Yorion is pretty great. And honestly, the best thing in this pack, just kind of looking at everything else in here, there's 1 red card. There's some decent white, but I think Yorion pack 2, we can do some fun blinking things, hopefully. I swear to God. I wonder if I can take this thing and, like, remove it from... No, it won't get off the fucking screen. God damn it. Well, it will continue to haunt my nightmares, I guess. I will take this Astral Boost. Aerial Boost. And the frog can fuck off. Okay. Monologe. Yeah. This card's grown on me a lot. I like the flash on it. I like the upside if they cast a blue or black spell. There is also Cosmic Hunger in here, but I'm going to take the flash. I've been main decking Surge of Salvation a lot more than I originally anticipated that I would when the set first came out. The hexproof to you and all of your creatures has saved me a lot more times than I expected it to. I swear to fucking God, I can't escape it. No matter what I do, I can't escape this idiotic frog. I will kill it one day, and you will all be sad, and I will be happy, and I will rejoice. A lot of good stuff in this pack, actually. Evasion on Area is great. The Cycler is great, but drawing a card making a Sarah Angel is pretty sick. Oh, this card's fine. I don't have a lot of things to target, but we'll see. Storm the Seacore is cool. Going so late like that, pick 8. I think I'm in the right lane. Pack 3, please be kind to me. Oh, my set boyfriends. And Thalia, who I actually kind of hate and am going to hate even more. But, I mean, I'm already in green. I mean, would it be so hard to splash it and maybe, I don't know, blink it with Yorion? I'm about to find out. I'll get fixing, right? I mean, Pest is kind of fixing. We can work with that, right? We can get a red source, right? 2 of them, preferably. Oh, well, there's one of them. I'll take the land. Would love herbology, but I want to play Kogla. Heliod. I mean, Heliod's a 4/4 for 4, but I'm, again, looking for the greed. There is a 4/4 for 5 that could be better, but there's also fixing, and we're taking it. All right, well. Okay, let's see if we can cut this deck. 20 creatures. I wonder if we can make Yorion the companion here. I don't know if I have enough playables, but we can definitely take a look. I like all my cards so far, so if I can make Yorion the companion, I mean, maybe that's viable. What do we need? 25, 26 lands? $26 lands. I'm just 4 cards short of playing as my companion with not a whole lot to fill in the space. I guess I could do City on Fire, but I think that might be a little bit risky. I don't think Yorion companion here is the play. I think we can make a much better deck without it. What is going on? Why is this a 2? And why is one of them grayed out? Hello? Oh, Arena is... It's crashing on me. It's stuck. I'm clicking buttons. Nothing is happening. Okay. I think we're going to have to restart the game. Okay, I fixed it. It's working again. I don't know what the fuck that was, but we can go back to cutting our deck. We'll move all of our cyclers over to the 2-drop pile. Easy peasy. Do what I like to call quick cuts, where I just kind of go through my deck and remove things that I know that I'm definitely not playing. I am being greedy here, and I'm going to play the monkey. I don't know if we're going to keep in the Skyline. Probably not. I feel like our 5-drops are already pretty expensive for what they are. Backdrop flyers, not all that great. Keeping in all fun things that I can blink with Yorion. I don't think I should play this Charger, actually. I think that we might be fine with all of the other cycler creatures that we have. The Knight of the New Coalition and Bolas Slinger. Something has to be cut. I think it's going to have to be one of those 4-drops. What else do we have? Our deck's kind of expensive. I got to make one more cut. I think it's the Charger. I think if I cut the Charger, we can find ourselves in a pretty good deck. And I think that this might be it. 15 creatures splashing for the monkey. We have a decent amount of fixing. This might be okay. Let's see how it does. Time to see if splashing for my set boyfriends bites me in the butternut. So far, we're doing okay. We can keep that. Maybe a pest to get our second green source. Okay. Oh, maybe a pest to get any mana source at this point. I guess there's always drawing the card with invasion of an area, but we should hit here. Oh, thank God. That's not a second green, though. I'll take the tap land since I don't have any 4-drops currently. What's my second red source for Kogla? Oh, we have a Lutri deck. Lutri is probably the easiest of all the companions to make happen. I have buffalo chicken tenders. Easy really wants them, so you may hear her purring. But she's just trying to get to my food. That's all she wants, is to get to my food. So if I do this and swing it, I'll put it at 3. We can maybe fly it the next turn. I could do this after. I think what I want to do is... I think what I'm going to do is just swing and play the Historian. See if they hit me with this egg. Yeah. No blocks. Okay. Oh, hello. So nice to see you. You're a little early, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and play this battle. Draw a card, tandem takedown. I'm going to go ahead and no reach, right? It's vigilance, vigilance. We'll go ahead and fly this guy and get our Sarah Angel. I normally like to say these as like a combat trick, but I think getting a Sarah Angel out is totally worth it here. If I get a land, I've got Monkey. If I don't get a land, I'm still doing pretty alright. Okay. Dreadship. Are they gonna crew and swing? Yeah, looks like it. Take 8. Relax. Okay, well. I believe it is monkey time. Go ahead and get this out of here. And turn cards sideways. Except for this, because it has vigilance. That makes sense? Monkey on turn, that's always nice. God, storing the seed core is going to be absolutely fucking ridiculous. Oh, you know what? Maybe not as ridiculous as I originally anticipated, but still really good. Still very good. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so not quite. I think what I'm gonna do is put all my, you know what, I'll put one here too, actually. Go like that. Oh my god, I had to throw the cat out because she was trying to get to my food. This may be volcanic spite. This may also just be the crew of the dread ship. Everybody does have trample. Gonna go ahead and swing, see what they do. That makes sense. And then I think we just let all of this happen here. Because I currently present lethal with a 7/7 Flying Vigilant Flyer. And I guess I just have to hope for no Sunfall. That's fine. 4/3 Menacer. I can't think of anything for Mardu that they could have here. Okay. Okay. So it's still a chump, but I don't get to kill them this turn. This triggers off in blue and black. I am going to just pass because I would like to keep up the Surge of Salvation as well as the Sandstalker. Okay. So they're going to target my angel, which makes sense. I'm going to give everything hexproof. So that's not going to happen. Oh, that's fine. We'll go ahead and flash that in now. I don't think it really matters. Couple of lands in Doomscar Warrior. Okay. GG's, opponent. Nice job, Sarah Angel. Okay. Broccoli on a stick, huh? I would eat that. But I wouldn't keep that. God, if this card had 1 plains, this would be a pretty nice hand. I'm on the play. I'm going to mulligan it. That's a lot better. We'll throw this Blade Master back. It's greedy to keep it, I think, and throw back a land, though, as much as I really want to. Oh, good. Okay. Well, I hit all my colors. Still need another red for Monkey, but Pest helps out with that. Now we need another green for storing the Seed Core. Hopefully it's our Gruul land in here. It's not, but it's also not a green, so we'll get another red. So we can go ahead and have that second red source. Okay, I am going to go ahead and swing, because this card gets first strike whenever they have a knight. I don't feel like waiting for them to have first strike, because I wouldn't block it anyways. Play the Historian. They just didn't give away that I have Surge of Salvation, but we'll see. The stun counter on it, that's okay. That's all right. You can have that happen. I will allow it. They're green. I think I'm just gonna pass here. I'm gonna save Realmbreaker's Grasp for when they do flip this Rooftop Saboteur. I like this card. Yep, it's all you. Breeding Champion's pretty great. This guy's pretty great too, the Norn's Inquisitor. Well, I think we're going to storm this Seed Core. Let's see, how do I want to do this? So 4/4, excuse me. I could go like that. I have a 5/5 and a 4/4. Yeah, I think that that's good. Go ahead and move to combat. They may just take all of this turn since they only get trample for the turn. Yeah. That makes sense. I don't currently want to put any of these things in baby jail because this does have reach. Maybe if they do something here to get this in, but I also have Surge of Salvation. No. I don't think so, but thank you for asking. Okay. So let me see. I can do either this or this and this. How do I want to do this? It's trample. If I do this, and I put it on, let's say here, that would be a 6/6 with trample. I'd get some pretty good blocks, I feel like, because I could put, I'll probably lock this thing up. I kind of want to, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is actually play the host. And I'm going to grab this token. I do have Yorion in the deck, so if I'm able to blink this and get something, because a token is free, right, with that. So if I want to swing, what happens if I swing? They block. Do I want to make that trade? I think we're just going to sit for this turn. They also do present, like they could have the aerial boost or something. Or I can go fuck myself. That's, you know, also an option. Oh, remember how I was saying it'd be really cool to blink this with Yorion? Oh, man. Well, it would have been really cool. Hello. A perfect target for Realmbreaker's Grasp, by the way. Don't swing at me. Thank you. Phew. Let's lock you up. Or attempt to lock you up, I should say. Okay. So they didn't get a Surge of Salvation. They go to 2. Oh, baby. Hello, monkey. I'm going to go ahead and play the Yorion. I will blink. Bring it back. Give it the pseudo vigilance. I have 2 lethal threats as well as Kogla in hand. You got a second Sunfall in there? Please say no. Why did I just actually get scared, by the way? When I saw that? Oh, God. Could you imagine second Sunfall? It would be hilarious. Monkey. Head explode because of monkey. Phew. Well, good game, opponent. Jeez. Oh, boy. Monkey comes through again. We can absolutely keep that because we have both cyclers in hand. No red sources, but we don't currently need it. They're on the play. Got a 2-drop, a 3-drop. Some cycling to be had. Hope I get a land here. I don't have to cycle. Well, they're gonna make the decision for me. So reveal that I'll discard that card if they don't incubate 3. I think that you're probably getting rid of Invasion of Dominaria here. Guess not. They chose my 3-drop, which also makes sense, right? Alright, so they know every card in my hand. I will probably cycle the Timberland Ancient here. get another green source. We get a pest as well. So they're holding up some mana. I think what I'm gonna do is actually just go ahead and swing. Not a lot of flash things they can have into Mirror. We'll play the pest first. We'll probably play Invasion next turn and then maybe Aerial Boost to finish it off. We'll see. Oh, okay. So we have my second red source for Monkey. We don't currently have Monkey. This seems pretty nice. I'm going to get the Invasion for this turn. Get a counter on each creature you control. Seems pretty good. The Lookout. They must have just top decked that. Otherwise, they would have played it last turn. Oh, another red source anyways. It's awesome. So I think we'll go ahead and do this. It may get countered. It does get countered unless I pay for. I cannot pay for. So I am just gonna pass. Ingarunai. Three top. Oh, jeez. Oh, 3 top. They know all the cards in my hand. This is spooky. So I think what I'm gonna do, go ahead and hit that. We will go ahead and do that. Draw a card. Not a land. Can't swing. Pass the turn. Monkey. Dang it. Oh, okay. I think one of my least favorite cards in this set is that stupid Artistic Refusal card, which I am just going to assume that they have. That they have. Let's make an attempt here. I'm going to assume that this is going to get. Oh no. Oh yes. Hexproof, the little flash hexproof guy? No. Okay. I'll just wait. I might be able to fly this next turn and go ahead and crack this Invasion of Dominaria. Uh-oh. That makes sense. They get a treasure and an extra scribe 1. That's fine. Get your last precious scry, Yugi. 2 top, 1 bottom. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. Play this. Make an attempt to play Doomscar Warrior? Let's see if we can back up the Blade Master. See what they say to me trying to fly it here. We do hope that they have no answer for this. Oh, thank God. I lucked out. Holy crap. And I do get the trigger off Doomscar because it is player or battle. Sorry, combat damage. Or battle. That is a lot of land. I will get this one. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. They can go and get Deadly. They will probably go ahead and bop my Angel with it. Oh, Warrior makes sense too, actually. All right, I am going to, it's 4 to pump. How do I want to do this? I think we'll play this. We'll give you the counter. I'm going to go ahead and swing. And we're going to tap down Inga. Oh, they just take all of it. Okay. Okay. Discard my Blossoming Sands. They got Sandstalker, Ancient, and a land from me. So that is good news because it means Monkey is still in my deck. They've milled 3 lands for themselves. They currently have no creatures in the graveyard, but they have plenty of good options off of me for this convert. Go ahead and flip this egg. Oh, land. Let's see. Do I have 8 mana? I do. So if I go ahead and go to combat, I know this is a little bit bad because of my swing with my 2/2s, but they're at 6. Hexproof is really unfortunate for me here. It's not getting tapped down. So I'm going to assume they put Inga on one of the 2/2s, look at one of the 2/2s, throw the Hexproof in front of the Blade Master, and blocks him with the Halo Forger too. Yep. Oh, we have another trick. Oh god, is this Final Flourish? Oh. Bladed Battlefield, enters the battlefield, indestructible until end of turn. That's horrible. Everything has gone so wrong so fast for me here. Oh no. My kingdom for a monkey. Alright, they flipped that. What you got? Probably something of mine because I don't think that you want this. I'm going to assume the Timberland Ancient or the Doomscar Warrior. The Host. Another good option. This game has taken a turn for the worst. I need a aerial boost. Did I already use it? I did. I need not a land is what I need. Blocks take so much damage. Oh dear. That was Monkey! No! That was Monkey off the top. Oh god. Rip. I'm gonna draw a land now because of that. No, not quite. But still bad. Oh my god, all these things are horrible. I guess I'm gonna put the flyer in baby jail. And hope for the best here. Never mind. The worst has happened, even though I was hoping for the best. It's amazing how quickly a game can turn, huh? What are my outs? I have a Wildwood in here. I could, what is it, 5? I have to block something. We'll block on the 4/4. But a 3? The lifelink is not going to get me there. Jeez. God, what a brutal turn that was. Jesus. Okay, we're 2-1. Let's see if we can not have a blowout turn like that other game. This is fine. You can keep that. Rugged Highlands is nice. Wary Thespian. Okay, let's play the War Historian because when the War Historian attacks battles, it gets indestructibility. Let me go ahead and swing, actually. We'll play Knight of the New Coalition, maybe get a bunch of counters on people. I'm okay with blocking. I don't want to keep taking 3. They can get the Surveil. Aerialist is pretty nice. I'm gonna play Invasion of Dominaria. Get a land. I will swing at it. Okay. Jumping with the Surveyor, sure. Okay. Well, they have all this mana up and they haven't done anything, and that is terrifying to me. I'm gonna play this pest, see what I can get out of it, if anything cool. Monkey. Well, they got something. Didn't transform their aerialist. I'm willing to see what it is because it's nothing. Okay, well, I guess we'll never know. Good game. I wonder if maybe they thought in that last game that the aerialist could transform at instant speed, but the flipped cards are only sorcery speed. Hello, monkey. Hello, Yorion. Hello, lands. Hello, nothing to do until turn 4, essentially. Why not? I've kept way worse. And I think I'm on the draw. I kind of forget, though. I am on the draw. Okay, Tidal Terror Cycle. There's only one option. There we go. Okay, I was gonna say, geez. Let's go ahead and play this nice battle. I love this game me and opponent are playing where neither of us are playing creatures. We're just enjoying each other's company, you know? It's just nice. See? No creatures. Just nice company. Okay. I am going to probably just flash in this card. Then maybe give it the slinger. Jin-Gitaxias. A Praetor. Turn the battlefield transformed. Oh, wait a minute. How many cards do you have in your hand? 6? Jeez. So what happens when you flip this thing? Draw cards equals the number of cards in your hand. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of your game. Return all non-Phyrexian creatures to their owner's hands. And then you may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. And then exile it and return it to the battlefield. That is not what I want to see literally ever. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire, as they say. Well. And a ward of 2. Ew. So many gross things are happening. Well, it does have wards, so I unfortunately can't target it, but I will offer up the trade. Something tells me they are not going to take it. Yeah. That makes sense of them not taking it. All right, first time flip is, yeah, go ahead. You wanna just draw? How much is it? 4 mana? I mean, how often are you gonna be able to do this? They've got 7 cards in their hand. Draw another 7. Screw it. Why not? It's not like I have 11 power on the board or anything. Yeah, live your life. Yes. That's hilarious. That's the first time I've ever seen this card flipped. Dump the host, I guess. So, this is an enchantment. And I love that for me personally. I'm trying to see something real quick. I'm just trying to look. So let me do some math here. So if I Kogla and give it trample and haste, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. Return all non-Phyrexian creatures to their owner's hands. All the stuff would come back to my hand. I kind of like killing Jin Cataxis here, and this does get shuffled back in. Like, maybe this is the wrong play, but I think it's kind of funny. You know? I should have done this first, by the way. I just don't know how to count. Silly. Well, you got a bunch of cards. No maximum hand size. And what looks to be all of your Esper colors. I don't think so. They say I do think so. They say you shut your mouth. I say okay. Whatever you say. Fucking artistic refusal. Ah, jeez. That's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Yep. I mean, you have a land? What's going on? Oh, right. You have to discard because I got. Oh, right. Oh, man. I totally forgot about that. I got rid of the Jin Cataxis. I don't have maximum hand size anymore. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and swing. Boop, boop. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think we'll go ahead and do this. And then let's do a little blinking action here. Yeah. The blinking action is you blink and your opponent scoops. Good game. GG's. Okay, that is an excellent hand. I will happily keep it. Yep. 2 drops galore. A trick if you want it. Aetherblade Agent. I'm more willing to trade this with the Aetherblade than this, so I'll play this first. Happily. All right. Play our Reacher. Maybe they don't know about Secret Reach. It's not so secret because I think there's only like 3 creatures in the set that have Reach so far. All right, show me what you got. Second time I've seen this today. Last time this happened to me, it took a turn for the absolute worst on my side. Interesting. I think what I'm going to do is play the Slinger, give it a counter, and maybe Doomscar it next turn. That makes sense. I will do this, and then I will do this. And I'll give you all these beautiful abilities. And I'll swing. And I'll give you the old taparoo. That's fine. I get the trigger. That is all lands. I'll get I guess this one. And then I'll end the turn. What is it? Top 4? Yeah. Oh man. You know what? Maybe that's wrong of me to do, to dump that land I just got. But we'll see. This is Final Flourish written all over it. Yep. So this won't even save it, so this does happen. Okay, I am going to go to combat. I will swing. And then I think I'm just gonna boop boop. And then we'll end the turn. They really like hitting me at this flyer. They like killing all my nice things. Why? I love all my things. And you want to kill them for why? Alright, well. We're going to go to combat. They're going to get the egg out. We are going to tandem takedown in response. And then, let's see, let me do some math real quick. 8, 9, 10, 11. I could put them to 1. If I aerial boost here. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Let's do it. Top deck something excellent. I dare you. Please don't be Sunfall. Oh. I mean, it's pretty good, right? Okay. What happens if I swing here? Do I need to do that to gain life? They can hit me for... I can go to 1, I guess. I lose a creature in the process. I think I'm just going to pass and hope for the best here. Jesus. I shouldn't have dared them to top deck something excellent. That was my bad. One life versus one life. Yep, they're looking for an answer. I hope they don't find it. Oh. Goodness. Hi, Mommy. So, whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage to or a permit you control, they lose 2 life. Unless they pay 1. So, I'm gonna
I'm gonna, yeah. Goodbye, Mother. It was nice to see you for a brief moment, though. GG's opponent. Let's see if we can do this again. Excellent. And I will keep it, and I'm on the draw. Yorion hasn't really played a very big role in my deck so far. But I actually have a bunch of ETB stuff in my hand this go around, which is pretty cool. Rona. Oh, Rona's pretty good. Whenever you cast Legendary Spell, you untap her, tap, draw a card, discard a card, transform it for 6, and then it's trample whenever source deals damage to Rona. The source's controller exiles a card from their hand at random. And then if it is a land card, otherwise you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Yikes. Alright, so we will play this. We'll get the pest out. A couple of lands and all my white cards. Flipped. Damage taken 3. This card's pretty good. One flipped. Alright, I think we're playing all of our nice things that can be blinked here. Do you wish to activate your Rona? There we go. Discarded a gremlin in the invasion. Okay, maybe they're trying to hit a land drop here. It looks like they are missing red. Grixis Gamer. I think they're missing land drops in general, not just red. Yeah. This looks to be the case. No blocks. I'll play this. And I kind of I wouldn't mind trading this for any of my nice things. Taking it all is obviously much more ideal for me, so that's pretty good. Yorion, do a little blink blink. Don't blink the token, that wouldn't make any sense. Though I have done stupid stuff like that before. I got plenty of land, so I'll take this Invasion of Dominaria. Alright, they hit a land drop. Freewheeler, if you mill my monkey, I'm going to start crying. Tandem Takedown, Ancient, and a land. Those are pretty good things to mill. None of them were monkey, though. They milled. Prankster, land, Grafted Butcher. And they're really having some mana issues over there. Okay. I am having the opposite problem. Jesus. All right, so I am going to swing with Yorion. Get in for 4. And then I'm actually going to put in the host now and just grab this Rona before it can, get them any more value or flip or, it's just a really good card on the flip side. So I would like for it to go away. Discarding an invasion of Almond Cat. Okay. I guess they'll grab either this or Grafted Butcher here. I'm going to assume Grafted. Yeah. Alright, everybody gets, what is it, Menace until end of turn? Menace. That's a decent chunk of damage. 11, huh? I could block. So that would be 2, 3, 4. So this would turn into a 2/3, a 1/1, and a 1/1. I will aerial boost onto the host because that's what they're going to do back. Okay. That's pretty great. Let's go ahead and give everybody a counter. Pretty strong. Yeah, very strong. GG's opponent. This is our final boss. We are currently 6-1. Which is pretty cool. Our one loss was pretty tragic. I'm not going to lie to you. That game just ended for me in a matter of seconds. But this will go great. We have a 2-drop and a cycler, I guess, and nothing really else going on. Oop. You're a little early, monkey, but I appreciate you showing up nonetheless, I guess. Okay, not hitting the land drop. It's okay. I'll just go ahead and pass. We'll cycle the host. Ideally, I would have loved to have seen like pest there. That would have been my ideal draw. The eyes. Rubber planes. Another planes. I don't want to use either of these things currently, but I do have the option to pump this up +2/+2. So I think that's just what I'm going to keep open. It's not the best use of my mana, but it is life. I can Wildwood back the host as well next turn, which is pretty nice. Kami's pretty great. Okay, I'm going to do just that. And I'm going to pass the turn. Temporal cleansing. Off the emoji. I'll put that on the bottom. I suppose. Huh. Okay. Let's see what I draw off of this. Kind of expected them to swing with the Thespian, but I guess not. I did not hit a land yet. So I'm going to cycle this agent to make sure I do hit a land this turn and play it. I'm not going to swing. I could have cycled this, but I think this is a better target to blink with Yorion, especially if they flip this egg this upcoming turn. Also, I can just get it back with the Wildwood. Corruption. Okay, well, let's see. How do I want to do this? Maybe this is wrong? It doesn't seem like it's incredibly ideal. But I wouldn't mind a double trade here. I also wouldn't mind getting this in for 4. I was going to store in the Seed Core to secure that I would get that, but I feel like this will be a good thing to have later to maybe finish the job. So they're just chumping here. That's okay with me. That's more than I could have hoped for, I guess. They want to surveil. I think they want to hit a land drop. They've missed a couple. Maybe they'll crack an egg and I can scoop it up with my host. Crack this big one or something. Invasion of Lorwyn's kind of sad to see. That's alright, I guess. Wish I had Surge of Salvation. Oh, you know what? It's not sad to see. Invasion of Lorwyn is target non-elf creature. This is an elf. Oh man. I was not expecting that, and I don't think that they were either. So, there you go, I guess. That's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and do this. Let's see. I'll go ahead and make my swing over here. They may just take this. Or not take it, but they may just let this hit. They went ahead and let that go. Makes sense. I'm gonna pass the turn. I'm gonna keep up the egg cracking as well as Kogla. We got one egg out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And draw a card and shuffle it back in my deck. Hopefully it doesn't get countered, right? But not much I can do about that. Or I guess you can't counter because it's a discard trigger. I'm waiting for the day that I do that and I shuffle it back in my deck and then I get lucky enough to draw it again. Because how funny would that be? Another thespian. So they kept their card on top. Yep. Move the counter off of their battle. Now, how do I want to do this? I kind of like playing the Bolus Singer. We'll give that thing a counter. I'm debating on playing this or cracking the egg and swinging and tapping this down. I think they do have the ability to make the egg come alive as well. So they may just trade me here. We shall see. Alternatively, on the swing, I could have tapped down the egg itself, which in hindsight probably would have been a better thing to do. At least I still get a trade out of it here. We'll play the Billy Rider. I like how we're both still above 20 life also. Battles are they're very fun, they're very interesting. They definitely make it so like, oh, do I attack the opponent or do I attack the battle? Throws some wrenches in the game. Oof. That is rough. I don't love doing that, but I think it's the storing the seed core there. Oh no. I would like to see my monkey again, please. If that is okay. Hmm. Let's crack this egg. Let's play Yorion, or attempt to play Yorion. I guess they have blue mana up. Be a counter spell. let's do some blinking here. And then let's pass the turn. Okay. All of the triggers in the world happen, which is really cool. Um then we're just gonna pray. Yay. They have 16 damage on eggs. I'm so screwed. Here comes one of them. Oy. Yeah, that's a lot of damage and that makes a lot of sense. So I don't want to take all of this damage. I don't want to take 16. I think I'm just gonna chump. Probably should have cracked this other egg though. Fucking with this thing, actually. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The Vat Keeper. I think I would really like to see Monkey right now. Would be a pretty cool draw. Yeah, let's crack this egg, which I should have done. Blocked that thing earlier, but I did not. Red mana. Let's go ahead and grab one of these 8/8s, please. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see if I can get another flyer here, if they'll allow it. They will not allow it? Oh, what? They don't want me to have any happiness? What the heck? Oh no. Um, do I need that? In the current state of things, yes, I think I do. Given what board I'm looking at, because this is going in front of an 8-8, I'm taking another 8. This can only block one thing decently. Maybe that was a mistake, but we'll find out. Good freaking goodness gracious. Oh my god, I thought it couldn't get any worse. But yet here we are. It just keeps getting worse. And they still have 10 cards left. My god. I'm going to make a decision and pray that they don't have a combat trick here. If they do, such is life. But I'm hoping I get a 1-for-1 here. Okay. Oh my god, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I can't live like this. It hurts too much. I can't believe I'm still at 21, by the way. Battles are so wild. Could you imagine if I had Sodafall in this deck? Hmm. Oh boy. So I think we're gonna play the monkey. I think we're gonna have it fight. Oh jeez. What? The trampler, this thing. There's so many not good options. Guess we'll fight the bigger thing. And yeah. Okay. Realmbreaker's Grasp or Tandem Takedown would be kind of ideal here for me. God. Why are you doing with these things too? Why? Is this tandem takedown? I feel like this is tandem takedown. So 5, 6, 10, 10, 3, 1. It's a trek. I was gonna go like this, but if that's tandem takedown, that blows out my entire board. And I'm incredibly screwed. I think I'll put this here and make them use whatever trick it is they have. Because right now we're just bouncing off of each other, so they may not use it. Oh yeah, everything has reach now. That's cool. All of the Phyrexians have reach. Yeah, that sounds sick. Bad news. Okay, I have good news and I have bad news. So the bad news is it's not looking great for me, the hero of it all. The good news is if we lose this game, we get another chance at the final boss. Because remember, we're 6-1. Yep. Big old slam-a-jam makes sense here. Yep. Get in here with everybody. Send them all. Yeah. Okay. So, do you remember that bad news I was talking about? Final boss, round 2 coming up. Okay, I was totally joking about the first final boss. This is the real one. Of course, it's, I mean, well, actually, it's not so bad. We have a cycler. Well, okay, we can keep that. And we're on the draw. So maybe we'll get our land that we need. I guess I will discard. I'll get rid of maybe the aerial boost here. Hopefully I hit a plains next turn. If not, it's not the end of the world. Because I can cycle the host and have Surge of Salvation up. Oh god. I just realized that this is a Lutri thing. Ew. Luris. Sorry, what did I say? Lutri? No. Wrong. Luris. Too many L's. I can't seem to remember all these L's that I see, you know? I see too many of them. Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to play the Billy Rider and pass. I could have swung and threatened to pump with the Blade Master, but chances are they have another land, so if this thing is it, they play Lurrus, they play this, they get another discard off of me. I don't like it. They don't want to play Lurrus without any immediate payoff, I believe, or they have the counterspell Convoke. Is also probably the more likely option. Yep, artistic fucking refusal. Get a swing in though. They discarded a land. Great. Excellent. By ancient. I know this is gonna look a little weird. But I don't care. Locking up the rat in itty bitty tiny baby jail. Ideally, I would like to tandem take down Lurrus. I also have hosting to fire. In my graveyard, I gotta get my elf out. Flying egg. Would you like to make a trade? I figured as much. Oh no. That's pretty good. That's pretty good too. Maybe I can find better. I throw that thing down. Tandem takedown. Not quite. Okay. Gotcha. I want to move this onto Luris. I think so. Yeah. I didn't realize I had to submit. My bad. Oh my god. Please don't make me discard. I guess I have Surge of Salvation, but still. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. How do I want to do this? This rat is in my way. I think what I'm gonna do is put all my eggs in one basket. When has that ever been bad for me, you know? It's got trample. They want that thing to die. That makes sense. So, the shitty part about this is, I'm going to do this because I get hexproof, right, and everything. But then Kogla is going to fall out of my hand. There is ways to bring it back because they're going to bring back that stinky little rat. Make me discard, which is kind of a bummer. I have Wildwood to bring it back. That's always an option. That's my only option. They're going to be very satisfied getting that out of my hand. Yeah. Just with Yorion here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You don't want me to have an 8/9 flyer? That's not very nice of you. I don't want to do this. What do I want to put in jail? Yep. You know what's funny is they knew there's yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to toss away. Or not toss away, but put into jail. Thankfully, it's just a land. That is a little less thankfully. Yep, that would have been good 1,000 years ago. This has reach. I mean, I'm gonna fucking hope that they don't have anything here. I feel like they have something. I don't know. Yeah, get your surveil. Please die, Luris. Oh my god. Okay. What do I want to see here? Oh no. Oh, that was 3 lands off the top. Whoa. And Luris is back. No. Stop it. God bless. I guess I'll grab it for right now. Oh boy. So they have this thing too. Oh my god, that's 3 more lands and the grasp that we saw from earlier. Ugh. Blech. And they had the hexproof to save Luris. I'm gonna need a miracle here. Well, I mean, I'm still dead. Because I am at 3. But such is life. Luris is quite the beating. Turns out, so was my second final boss. 6 and 3. I'm always happy with the 6 and 3, and those are really great games. Blah blah. Great games. So GG's opponents, thank you. All in all, I really liked this deck a lot. I feel like Yorion and Kogla made the best of friends. Doomstar came in very clutch a couple of games. Lots of fun things to blink. 6 and 3 overall. Couple pieces of fixing. Yeah, this was a really fun deck, and those are really great games. All of them were very hard fought. I will say my first loss, where I ended up, first one where that turn absolutely blew me out, was just a bummer. But everything else was relatively pretty close. Also, Luris, big beating. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. These are so fun to do, and they're fun to sit around and take you on a draft journey with me without having the pressure of having a camera on. So I appreciate you watching a lot. So thank you. And I will probably see you on stream soon. Who knows? I don't know when this is going to go up. Probably tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Screw it. Have a good night. Later, nerds.